Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the set of College Football Dynasty 26 series. Yeah, we're back here and just gonna get right into it. So we got going up against UConn this week. I guess we're at home. Yeah, we got the Delaware Blue Hens. The our Dynasty team here. But yeah, again, this is kind of like a compared to Madden, our Madden series, like I was said in past episodes, it's not looking to do too crazy. It's more of like a fun-based episode, just kind of playing the games and whatnot. So we're gonna get right into our game, and I don't think I really want to make too big changes. It's early in the season. What is it? Let me actually check here. Let me take a look at actually some things before we get into it. I'm gonna take a look at our schedule because I think it's only like week two. 'Cause let's see, we had our last loss at Colorado. We won, so we're 1-1. Then we got our week three game matchup against UConn. And what does that tower thing mean? I think that's something to do with online. I don't know. Yeah, we got in Newark, Delaware, at home. Let's get into it. I was just looking at our schedule, but we have still very well potential for our season. So um, I don't know how bowl games work. I'm still kind of new to college football in general. I don't know if we could maybe get into a bowl game. I know it's at the end of the season, and I think you could get invited as a team to your bowl game. I think that's how it works. I think if you have a decent record, I'm not quite sure. If you know more about college football or how the bowl games work, be sure to leave a comment down below because I'm not quite sure. Obviously, I'm sure it'll work the same way in college football 26. And I don't think we've had a home game yet in this series. I think our two other games were away. I think this is our first home game of the series, so maybe there was one other one. I'm not sure. I forget. But this is the one I can remember. But we're here. We're just gonna get right into it. So of course, I'm an offensive coordinator. I'm not looking to make any changes, offensive wise to think unless I see fit. But of course, we're gonna do our offense only, just to fit the kind of play there and to get the ball first. Let's see if we could do it. Get a good start to the season here. So see, I'm trying to play it like how it is. Like I know technically, like it's marked as an offensive coordinator. Like I said, I think that's really cool. You could pick, if you want to be head coach or offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator. I think that's cool. They did that in college football 26. Let me just try to. Whoops, that was not a good throw. That was contested. A lot of UConn players there, but you see, the thing is, like, but I feel like it gives you the pretty much as an offensive coordinator, it gives you the abilities of a head coach. Like I know you could redshirt players and do all kinds of changes and whatnot to the lineup. So I don't know. I'm gonna try to play it only offense. I'm not really gonna try and get involved in defense just because that's what just to kind of make it make sense. At least for this series, of course. Other times at Madden, I'm the head coach and whatnot. So, but just to kind of and plus it just switches it up a little bit. For just doing strictly offense. It's a good switch, good change of pace. So I'll try to focus mainly on our offensive schemes and play only offensively, at least in this series, like I was saying. But good start to the game here, marching down the field. I'm going to try to launch it. Maybe I can make it. Oh, that was good. They caught it. Good fieldage there. Now, I'm going to run some experiments here, maybe some different offensive plays in our playbook. And like I was saying, maybe see if we can make some changes towards the end of this game. Well, we're doing pretty good so far, looking to get a touchdown here. And maybe try to get the run game going. I think after we're done here, our game, I'm going to take a look at our depth, our roster, see what's going on there, at least offensively. I guess the whole roster as well, but maybe try to get the throwing game going, but there's a passing game, not too good. At least that wasn't a sack. Let's see. Third and goal. I mean, the worst we're going to come away with here is a field goal. But, I mean, preferably touchdown. If we're here, that's it. That's us. Good, good. We needed that. That's good. Off to a great start. And I've been playing a lot of this game in, like, downtime, just, like, playing some online games outside of the Dynasty series. And it's been so fun just to play this game overall. I think it's a really good game. I like College Football 25, like College Football 26, and I think they did a great job with it. You know, the animations wise and everything going on there. I think they did a really good job. I'll have to hand it to EA. This is where I'm going to go offensively, but gotta hand it to them. They did a good job on the you know, college football games. First two coming back for almost a couple years now. So let's see, play options, play all offense. There we go. Let's see, what do we got here? All right, well, good. Defensively, we didn't give up a score, so maybe we could build up off some stuff offensively. Get a 2-score lead going into the second quarter. Oh, see, I get. Ooh, Laddie. What do we get? Man, we're doing good. I'm going to try to get the passing game going a little bit. I mean, I want to get the run game going as well, but our passing game is actually really clicking right now, and I'm happy with that. So, I mean, if not, you know, if they say that if it ain't broke, don't fix it, you know how they say, but, you know, I'm going to try to keep that passing, you know, the momentum going. Passing wise, so let's see. Like I said, doing some experiments, especially this early in the season, I think it's wise to do. That was almost an interception, popped out there. But yeah, even if it's early in the season, because by the time, you know, the later season come on and it's like playoff time and whatnot. Oh dear, under pressure, catch it. Not good. Sorry, I was trying to say is, you know, by the time it gets later into the season, you know, I want to have our offensive playbook and a routine kind of down pat. So I think it's better to do some experimental plays earlier in the season in some of the earlier games. So first down, good slide there. 4th and inches. I'm gonna go for it. Offensively, let's see here. See, this is what I'm trying to experiment with 4th and inches. Not quite sure if I like this play. I think it's a whatever. We got it anyway. Whatever. It was kind of not the best play. I was thinking about doing a quarterback sneak, then I wanted to change it. Alright, let's see what we could do here. But yeah, experimental stuff here. See, like, this is experiment. I'm going to experiment some hurry-up plays. Up-tempo. Seeing how the offense does under pressure. You know, all that stuff analyzing as a offensive coordinator. Let's get in there. Don't want to get the quarterback hit too much, and we have one of our linemen down, I believe. We'll be alright, hopefully. See, I don't want to run too much as the quarterback, because we don't want that at all. The quarterback's actually doing really good. Us? Come on. It's like they keep popping out. Elbow produces. Let's see, if I put an elbow... Oh, you could choose what... That's actually really cool. You could choose, like, what equipment to put on him, like, to help with the injury. Re-injury risk is high, but, I mean, that's actually really cool. I like that. I'm going to substitute him, though. I don't want him to get injured. But that's actually really cool. I didn't know that. You could choose which, like, equipment. See, that's really cool. I like the attention to detail they paid. You know, they paid attention to... Well, whoops. I was just going to throw it out, but turned out pretty good for us. That's actually really cool. See, the attention to detail they put in this game is really good. Like I was saying, that's one of the reasons why I love it. I didn't even know that. Learn something new every day. I'd never seen that in, you know, in between the time I was playing. So we're in the second quarter now. Still 14-0. So our defense is holding pretty good. A little bit planted deep in the backfield here, but... This quarterback can run, dude. Oh, that's a fumble. I knew that would happen. I knew I should have slid. That was not the best play calling on my part. I mean, or rather, I should have at least slid, but now they got one up on us, but now it's a one-score game. Hopefully we can't have that happen again. I'll have to be more considerate when I'm running it, at least. At least if I'm going to run, I'm going to try to slide. I mean, he should have made that catch. That's, you know... We don't want anything. We don't want it to be falling apart here. We want to get it going here. Try to make a long throw. Come on, that was down on contact. me take a look at our quarterback here. Who do we have? Let's see, Nick Minucci. Was he a junior? Interesting. Okay, so we're going to lose him in the next year or two. I want to see if I could develop him offensively. He's doing pretty good. I like him as our quarterback. And I'm sacked. That probably shouldn't have ran a sweep. We're just going to punt it. You see, I'm not blaming the team 100%. Some of that is my bad play calling. Yeah, some of it's my bad play calling, not making the best decisions offensively, but, you know, can't blame it all on the team. Some of the offensive coordinator's fault, and now it's tied up. I kind of dropped the ball on that one, literally. At least offensively. Take a shot downfield. He caught that. Good, good. Maybe we could have some momentum here. Maybe we could get it before the 2-minute warning. Let me try some hurry up. Yeah, I think UConn called a timeout. Yeah, I guess just to slow us down. See, that's also another thing. They kind of, I don't think you've ever seen that in Madden. Like, if you're running a hurry-up play, they call a timeout, like, to kind of slow you down or give them a chance. Kind of hesitant on running it after that one fumble. Kind of want to learn from my mistake there. But yeah, see, that's cool. They play a lot of attention to detail. They did really good with this game, I'll have to say. Slide right into the end zone. Good, good. He kind of took a tumble there, but he's all right. Good, good. We got a pretty mobile quarterback, I will have to say. Maybe try to sim here. Good. Maybe we could go up 2. I'm going to try to see if we could go up 2 scores going into halftime. I don't see anybody open. Might just have to throw it away. Yeah, that was a smart decision. I had to throw it away there. So we still have 2 timeouts. I mean, we can make it work. Good, good run play, good run play. Go, go. Good, good. We needed this. Good, good, good. That was a great play. I wasn't expecting it to go all the way like that. I was kind of just looking to maybe gain some yardage, but we're doing pretty good. You gotta love it. So that's the kind of plays I want to develop, like explosive offensive plays, and we might be able to go up 3 scores here. That would be huge. Still have 2 timeouts. We must be doing really good defensively. But yeah, it's really fun playing this game, I'll have to say. A lot of fun explosive plays. But yeah, that's what I'm trying to get. Like explosive plays like that, kind of mixing it up between passing and, you know, on the run game. Kind of stuff like that. So I think that's good too. And we are killing it out there. I'm pretty happy. We're clicking offensively. Kind of slipped up, you know, made some mistakes the second quarter, but I think going into halftime we're in pretty good shape. Hopefully we can pull out the win. Try to go for it long. Hopefully fall. Yeah, that was too much to ask. That wasn't the best throw. Maybe I might just run it real quick just to get the first down. See how this works. I shouldn't have jumped. He hit sticked me. He fumbled really easily. That was my fault. Now we're back in the... Whoops. Oops, accidentally. Well, it's a shootout for sure. Let me just play all offense. It's a shootout for sure, because now they're back in within 1 score. That was a mistake going into the halftime, but just with a couple minutes left in the third quarter. That also wasn't the best play. We can't fall apart here going into the fourth. I gotta kind of lock it up defensively. Well, I guess they kind of gotta lock it up defensively. I gotta lock it up offensively. I'm gonna run for it. It's like really risky, but it's like the reward is that touchdown. Especially, you know, we have a really good mobile quarterback, like I was saying. He runs pretty good. That's the second touchdown. And, you know, it's a risk for the fumble, but, like, usually, you know, if I see an opening, I'm going to go for it and run, you know, through for that touchdown. couple seconds left in the third quarter here, but it's pretty good. We're still comfortably ahead. I mean, maybe one more score would make me more comfortable, but they got an injury. He's not looking so good, limping off. He was actually one of their playmakers that was doing some really good king. Yeah, hopefully he's all right, but yeah, I mean, I'm pretty comfortable with the score. Like I was saying, maybe one more touchdown, would, especially going into the fourth, would make me feel more comfortable. That's not what we needed, but I'm going to let the clock run down. I don't know how good we're looking here. I might just have to punt it away. I don't want to get a safety. All right, well, let's see if we can wrap this up here in the fourth quarter and take it home with the win. I think I'm going to go for a pass. I know it's saying run, but let's see how we could do under this pressure being on our own goal line. 3rd and 22 is a good test for the offense. Going long. Triple coverage, not too likely. That might have been pass interference, but I'm not going to contest that. We're just going to punt it. That would be the very smart decision with some extra coverage. And, well, hopefully the defense just holds strong. It's like kind of like a rule. Like I was saying, I'm not going to, like, no matter how, like, close it is, I'm not going to jump in and play defense because I'm the offensive coordinator. That's, like, the one rule I'm going to kind of try to go by for this series. Just because I'm, like I said, offensive coordinator deal. Just to kind of make it more realistic. And that's what we needed right there. I'm going to try to maybe run the clock down a little bit. But yeah, just a little bit of a rule here. I guess unspoken rule. Let's try to run the clock down here, make some run plays. Got Silver, our running back. He's actually really good. I guess he's the X factor. Jonathan Silver. Yeah, he's real good. So I want to try to mix up some running plays with him. Maybe get some other running backs in there like right now. I mean, it is a pretty close game. It's a one-score game, so I'm gonna try to run it. They could still always come back. I just don't want to make too much mistakes and blow the game. That was almost it, but you know. See, because we're not in field goal range. There's still 3:17 left, so. Let's get that first down. Don't fumble it. Good, good. They got another injury to their guys. They kind of threw the quarterback down. That might have been unnecessary roughness, but that might have been where I was sitting. Maybe even a face mask, because he kind of took his face mask and run it down there, but I'll let that one slide. Whoops! I accidentally went in the PlayStation menu and completely botched that play. That was my fault. Pressed the wrong button there, but whoopsie. Get the first down here. Come on. Maybe it was thrown a little bit too far. He could have caught that if he was a little bit closer. I mean, I'm going to try to field goal if we don't get this. But we got it. That's us. That's our offense. We might have just put them away right there, especially they don't have 3 timeouts anymore, so I'm going to try to run as much clock down as I can, even though it's 1st and goal. I'm purposefully not going to score a touchdown. I'm going to try to run as much clock, at least to the 2-minute warning. I think that's a smart thing to do here because it's still a close game, I think, even if we make the touchdown. I kind of got to now. I don't want to blow our opportunity, but they kind of let us out with the timeouts there. Hopefully the defenses can hold through the sim. I guess that's us now. Defense hold through, 42-35. And that's our win. We're 2-1. That was a really, really good game. I liked it. Offensively, I think we did amazing. It was kind of close to end it off, closer than I would have liked, especially with the scores we got, but quarterback did great, Nick Minucci. Good mix. I think we got a good mix of passing and, some running plays in there. I think we did really good offensively. I think we did amazing. Like I said, a little bit closer, than I probably would have liked, but there's always room for improvement, and I think that was a really good game in terms of, the experimental I kind of wanted to try, and, some of the plays I wanted to see. So I think that was a really good game. We're off for a really good season. We're looking for a really good season here. I know it's early, like I said, I'm still going to try out some things, next episode and maybe a couple episodes after that, but once we get deeper into the season, um, we're looking pretty good, so let's try to see. I'm gonna look ahead to next week. Like I said, I'm gonna look at some of the rosters we have. There's some players. Let's see, players at risk of transferring. Some of our good guys. I mean, we're nowhere near the top rank as Delaware, but just looking at some statistics here. What do we have? Florida. Let's see. I think this is Florida. Maybe I'm thinking of the Florida Panthers of. Oh wait, yeah, I guess it is Florida. Um, let's take a look at our schedule going forward. I'm gonna take a look at some stuff. I'm not gonna play this game yet. Um, I guess we do have Florida International at their turf. Um, so let's see. Can I do anything to upgrade? I'm trying to upgrade and pay attention to stuff like that. Um, let's see. We got a depth chart. That's what I'm gonna take a look here. Depth chart. Quarterback looking pretty good. He's actually up in ranking and whatnot. Um, Jonathan Silver's looking pretty good as our running back. We got Jake Thaw, Max Patterson. Those are two good um, wide receivers. And we got Liza Sessions, or Sessoms, excuse me about that. Um, yeah, just was taking a look at some of our main core pieces of our offense. I think we're doing pretty good. Florida is only 1-2 or 2-1. I think we're off to a great start here. Yeah, that's where we're going to cap off today's video. Having a lot of fun playing this series. It's a lot of fun playing College Football 26, and if you haven't got it yet, and if you're into sports college football, I would highly recommend getting College Football 26. Um, it's a really fun game. I think they did a great job with it. Graphics are amazing, especially on the PS5. Controls, everything, graphics, whatnot. I think it's a great game. That's just kind of a side gig there, just on the game in general. But yeah, we're coming back here at the Dynasty series. We'll be back next episode doing some more experimental stuff offense-wise. Should be a fun game. But yeah, this is a fun game to play overall. So just kind of on the side, I would highly recommend you get College Football 26. If you're kind of on the fence about getting it, maybe take my opinion. I think it's a good game. Yeah, for now, I pretty much do it for today's episode. Be sure to subscribe for more content, like video, all stuff, Discord, Twitch, Instagram, Twitter. Links in the description. Seeing some good growth here on the channel. A couple new subscribers, so if you guys are watching, welcome to you new guys. And yeah, just to go ahead here, we got a lot of good new stuff coming out, new stuff planned, going right up into the new year. So stay tuned for all that stuff. A lot of good stuff coming. And yeah, for now though, I will see you guys in the next video.